All right, so I want to ask some questions of some of the characters that you have played. Let's lighten this up a little bit. The good news is these are we're going to have some fun with it. So you're not going to need to know, although you probably do know every detail about every movie. So like for example, I'd like to ask Han Solo. I understand you're having some problems with your kid. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh boy, Chewie, I just trying to do the best I can, but this kid always wants to play with me, and it's just I want to go on the Falcon and just do a job or something. I can't be tied down like this. Leia, pick up Ben, would you? I'm gonna go on the Falcon. I gotta fix the hyperdrive. Chewie, punch it.
Excellent. You got the Chewie in there. That's fantastic. All right. I want to ask Yoda a question, if you don't mind. I'm sure you've seen The Mandalorian. We were just talking about it, Master Yoda. But what are your feelings about this character they call Baby Yoda?
Concerning this character is stealing the spotlight from me, this infant will not. Original Yoda, I am.
Great. I'd like to ask C-3PO a question. Are there any memories that R2 brought back to you after your mind was wiped on Kijimi that you wish he didn't bring back?
I think R2 is lying to me. There's no way I would have panicked that much on the Death Star. He must be making these facts up. I think he has a faulty memory chip.
All right, so Poe, if Rey was to gift you the Millennium Falcon, are there any modifications you might make to make it a better ship?
I think I got to put a little extra hyperdrive on there. I'm the best pilot in the galaxy. I'm going to put another engine on there like BB-8. Punch it.
All right, Mr. Binks, I have to ask you, what are some of the perks of being a senator in the Imperial Senate?
Ooh, Lisa get all kinds of perks from being in the Senate. They're always sending me out and allowing me to have the little foodies that they give in the Senate green room. They taste muy good.
Excellent. Eli Vanto, I'd like to ask you a question about what is the hardest thing about working with Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Well, I think sometimes he tends to say the word perhaps a bit too much. Could be wrong, but it just seems frustrating sometimes. Get to the point, Grand Admiral.
I have to ask General Kenobi a question. Come clean. When Luke asked you about his father on Tatooine, have you been working on that story the whole time, or did you make that up at that moment?
I suppose it's all a matter of your point of view. If I made it up in the moment, would it really be that different than if I made it up a long time ago?
Excellent. Very good. And finally, I know it may be a little bit below you, Grand Admiral, but could I ask you to do a little bit of a bumper for the Beyond the Blast Doors network?
The following presentation is part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network. You're listening to Around the Galaxy.
Well, excellent. I'll never need to do another intro to the show again. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. That was so great to hear all those characters. Yeah. Any characters I left off that you love that you want to do?
No, you got a lot of them. I was impressed.
You were like, when is this going to end?